Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. In this occasion, I will present about the final project of pronunciation drill. Okay, part 1. Read the story correctly. Baby caterpillar was tired. All summer long, she had been traveling slowly through the green world where she lived, and feeding on the green leaves that grew near her home. Now autumn had come, and Mother Nature had given a holiday to the leaves, who put on their new dresses of red and gold and played with the breezes. Baby caterpillar wanted to play too, but could not run so fast as the happy little leaves, and she grew very tired and thought she would take a nap. So she found a cozy place among the branches of a grapevine and made herself a soft, silky blanket. Then she rolled herself away within it, and then in her queer little cradle went to sleep. One night, late in the fall, Jack Frost came over the hill. He spied the cradle swinging to and fro, and began to play roguely with it, for he is a roguish little fellow, and touches everything that comes in his way. But the warm blanket hid the little sleeper, so that Jack could not find her. By and by King Winter came, bringing beautiful snow blankets to Mother Nature's flower babies. He gently rocked the cradle as he passed, and whispered, "Sleep, baby, sleep. You have no need of my blankets." At last spring came with the sunbeams, the best and merriest of Mother Nature's helpers. They awoke the flowers from their long winter nap, and called to the birds and the brooks to begin their songs. When they came to the little brown cradle, they stopped to rest, and baby caterpillar began to get very warm under the thick blanket. She woke up and stretched herself, and her cradle broke, and she came out to greet the spring. But what a change! Instead of the old dingy dress that she went to sleep in, she now had a beautiful yellow one, and instead of crawling among the leaves, she flew up and away into the sweet spring air to play with the sunbeams and flowers, and the little children called her a butterfly. Part 2. Read this poem correctly. Violet does not rhyme with bullet. Bouquet, bullet, mallet, chalet. Blood and flood are not like food, nor is smooth like shoot and wood. Viscous, viscount, loud and broad, toward, to forward, to reward, and your pronunciation's okay. When you correctly say crooked, rounded, wounded, grieve and sieve, friend and fin, alive and life. Second poem. Ivy, privy, famous, clamor, and enamor rhyme with hammer. River, rifle, tomb, palm, comb, doll and roll in sum and home. Stranger does not rhyme with anger, neither does differ with cleanser. Souls but foul, hound but end, fond, frond, want, grand and grant, shoes, cause, does. Now first say finger, and then singer, ginger, linger, reel, zeal, mouth, goes, coach and couch. Marriage, foliage, mirage, and age. Third poem. Query does not rhyme with fairy, nor does fairy sound like bury. Toast, lost, post and doth, cloth, load. Job, nob, bosom, transom, oath, though the differences seem little. We say actual but fictual. River does not rhyme with diver. Hoover does, and zipper, heifer. Mint, pint, snat, and sedat. Dull, ball, and George at lad. Scenic, Arabic, Pacific, science, conscience, scientific. Fourth poem. Liberty, library, health, and heaven. Rachel H. Mustache 11. We say hello, but loud. People, leopard, toward, but fold. Mark the differences, moreover, between mover, cover, clover. Leeches, preaches, wise, precise. Calice, but police and lace. Camel, constable, unstable. Principal, disciple, label. Fifth poem. Petal, panel, and canal. Wait, surprise, plate, promise, pal. Warm and storm, chase, chose, chair. Senator, spectator, mayor. Tour, but hour and succor for. Cass, alas, and Arkansas. Sea, idea, Korea, area. Psalm, Maria, but malaria. Youth, soothe, certain, cleanse and clean. Doctrine, turpentine, marine. Sixth poem. Compare alien with Italian, dandelion and battalion. Sally with Ellie, yeah, yeah. I, a, way and key. Say ever, but ever, fever. Nader, laser, skin deceiver. Heron, heron, canary, canary. sacrifice and defies and airy. Okay, the last part is Twister Town. Naturally, read it 3 times. The first is slow mode, the second normal mode, and the last is the fast mode. Okay, slow mode. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck. He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Normal mode. How much would a woodchuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck. He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. The last is the fast mode. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck he would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Second Twister Town. Slow mode. Can, you, can't, can into an uncanned, can like a canner, can, a canned, can into an uncanned, can. The normal mode. Can you can into an uncanned, can like a canner, can a canned, can into an uncanned can. The fast mode. Can you can into an uncanned, can like a canner, can a canned, can into an uncanned can. Okay. Slow mode. Silly, sally, swiftly, shoot, 7, silly, sheep. The 7 silly sheep, silly, sally, shoot, shilly, shallied, soothe. The sheep shouldn't sleep in a shack. Sheep should sleep in the shade. Normal mode. Silly Sally swiftly shoot 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep, silly Sally should shilly shallied soothe. The sheep shouldn't sleep in a shack. Sheep should sleep in a shade. The fast mode. Silly Sally swiftly shoot 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep, silly Sally should shilly shallied soothe. The sheep shouldn't sleep in a shack. Sheep should sleep in a shade. The fourth Twister Town. Snow mode. All I want is a proper cup of coffee, made in a proper copper coffee bottle, maybe of my dot. But I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. The normal mode. All I want is a proper cup of coffee, made in a proper chopper coffee bottle, maybe of my dot. But I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. The fast mode. All I want is a proper cup of coffee, made in a proper chopper coffee bottle, maybe of my dot. But I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. This is the last Twister Town. Amidst, oh no, first a slow mode. Amidst the mist and cold frost, with stodded wrist and loud boast, he thrust his fist against the post, and still insists he sees the ghost. Normal mode. Amidst the mist and cold frost, with stoutest wrist and loud spout, he thrusts his fist against the post, and still insists he sees the ghost. The force mode. Amidst the mist and cold frost, with stoutest wrist and loud spout, he thrusts his fist against the post, and still insists he sees the ghost. Okay guys, thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.